Have you ever wondered what it is that makes Aquarius tick? People born under the Aquarius sign can often be seen as mysterious and enigmatic. But to understand this sign, you simply need to take a closer look at the unique traits and characteristics that make up their personality. Here are 21 secrets of the Aquarius that explain them perfectly. 1. Aquarius is a freethinker. They prefer to come to their own conclusions about things rather than simply relying on what other people tell them. They don't like to judge a book by its cover, and instead keep an open mind when going into new situations and meeting new people. 2. Aquarius has an angry side that can surprise people. Usually, it takes a lot for them to lose their cool, but if you do manage to push their buttons, well, you might want to duck for cover. They have a habit of bottling things up until they hit boiling point, and then they just explode out of frustration. 3. Aquarius lives and breathes the world of music. Whether it's jamming out on an instrument or immersing themselves in their headphones, just about every Aquarius feels a strong connection to music in one way or another. To them, everything in life just goes better when it's accompanied by a song. 4. Aquarius aren't very good liars. They possess many skills, but being able to convincingly lie with ease is generally not one of them. As a result, when they find themselves in situations where they are unable to tell the truth, they often prefer to simply say nothing at all. 5. Aquarius has a bad habit of overthinking things way more than they should. They can find themselves overanalyzing things to the point where they feel incredibly stressed and anxious, only to realize later that it wasn't even that big of a deal in the first place. Sometimes they just need to take a deep breath and chill out. 6. Aquarius stays away from inflated egos and overbearing personalities. If you're all up in their face and not actually listening to what the Aquarius has to say, they'll be far from impressed. If you can't respect their boundaries and insist on making everything about yourself, they'll likely tell you to get lost. 7. Aquarius can be wickedly sarcastic. People born under this sign are known for being the kings and queens of sarcasm. It comes so naturally that they don't even realize they're doing it half the time. Those closest to them, who get their twisted sense of humor, often find themselves in absolute hysterics when Aquarius is around. 8. Aquarius is careful about who they befriend. They are very selective about who they allow into their inner circle, and they prefer quality over quantity when it comes to their closest friends. They would much rather be around a handful of solid people that they know have got their back, rather than a ton of random strangers who don't really care about them. 9. Aquarius can be quite emotional, but they don't always show it. Unlike some of the other signs who wear their hearts on their sleeves, Aquarius can hide their emotions extremely well. When their emotions are running high, they often distance themselves from the world, requiring time to deal with things in their own way. If they don't feel like talking, they can get irritated when people try to interrogate them. Sometimes it's best to just give them their space to process things on their own. 10. Aquarius is fiercely independent, but rather than relying on the charity and handouts of others, they prefer to go out and make things happen on their own. Sometimes, though, they can be so independent that they have a hard time asking for help, even when they really need it. 11. Aquarius is frequently misunderstood. It's not uncommon for people born under this sign to feel like others just don't quite get them. They can be eccentric in their approach and have unusual ways of showing they care, but it doesn't mean they care any less. They just tend to do things differently. 12. Aquarius embraces change and can be quite unpredictable. They get bored by dull, repetitive routines and hate the idea of just doing the same old thing every single day. They prefer to live their life with a sense of adventure. This spontaneity makes them a lot of fun to be around and keeps their friends constantly on their toes. 13. Aquarius has a rebellious side that hates being told what to do. When people try to force their will upon them or demand that they change their ways, Aquarius will just run a mile in the opposite direction. They can't stand being told what to do or how to think, and at the end of the day, they're always going to do things their own way. 14. Aquarius learns from their past mistakes and doesn't make the same mistake twice. They're not perfect, and sometimes they will make a bad decision that they later turn out to regret. But unlike some other signs, one thing they won't do is allow themselves to make the same dumb mistake over and over again. 15. Aquarius isn't afraid to innovate or try something new. They possess a unique, out-of-the-box way of thinking that allows them to come up with genius solutions to problems that nobody else can see. They are often thought leaders who push the boundaries of what is possible, choosing to do things their own way rather than conventionally. 16. Aquarius is a great listener. They hate to see their friends feeling sad, and they are always there for them when they need someone to talk to. They're also full of wisdom and life lessons, which allows them to give some really good advice too. 17. Aquarius is a quick learner and a total sponge for knowledge. Everywhere they go, they are constantly taking notes in their head, and they have a natural gift for picking up new ideas and concepts fast. Their interests are diverse, and they are always on the hunt for new things to learn and discover. 18. Aquarius is willing to give someone a second chance. They instinctively look for the best in people, and when somebody close to them screws up, they're willing to forgive them rather than hold on to negative energy. However, in some cases, they can be so quick to forgive that they give someone a second chance who doesn't necessarily deserve it. 19. Aquarius has strong opinions, and they aren't afraid to voice them. They are always willing to listen to what others have to say, but they're not afraid to make their own ideas known either. They've put a lot of thought into the things they believe in, and they are always ready to defend their ideas. 20. Aquarius can be downright weird at times. They act in very random ways and come out with things that just leave others with puzzled looks on their faces. Some may wonder whether the Aquarius is from another planet, but their friends love them for their eccentricities because, really, who wants to be normal anyway? 21. Aquarius dreams big and aims for the stars. Never underestimate what they are capable of because when they decide to go for something, they don't stop at anything until they achieve it.
Thank you for being part of today's horoscope forecast. Your feedback is important for us to improve and provide better insights. If you found our show helpful, please consider rating it. For an uninterrupted, ad-free experience, simply click the link in the description. Your support helps us to continue creating valuable content. Thank you for being here and see you tomorrow.